welcome to Mystic Star Magic. Oh, I am so happy that you are here. Oh, welcome to all my new friends, and welcome to all my friends that have been with me for a while. I appreciate you sharing your time, appreciate you sharing your energy, and of course, I appreciate you sharing my journey and your journey, and coming here together. Truly appreciate that. So today's reading is all about love messages from your angel. So basically, what guidance and messages your angels want you to know in terms of love. We are in the month of February, but this is a timeless reading. So whenever you find this, it is the perfect time for you. If you want to find out about personal readings, my information, just check the description down below, and there is also how to win a personal reading as well. So check all of that. I have all the oracle decks in there and tarot decks and everything on the description. And let's just go ahead and inhale, close our eyes, clear our mind, and now as we exhale and open our eyes, choose whichever pile is drawing you to it. Alright, let's do this. Hello, Group 1. I am so happy that you are here. Let's find out what messages your angels are sending you in terms of love. So we have the Messenger of Abundance. So that's the Queen of Pentacles. We have Positive Recognition, which is the Sun. I love it. We have the Messenger of Thoughts. And then we also have the Nine of Abundance, which is the Nine of Pentacles. So we have two queens here, if I'm not mistaken. So that's pretty strong, powerful. I just want to double check though. I'm like, I want to say it's the queen, but let me check because I don't want it to say that it's the queen and then it's okay. Guardian. Yep. Sorry. Yeah, we have Guardian. Yep. Okay. And then there's the Healer, and I think that's the Page. And the Helper. Okay, perfect. So I was right. When you're using your tarot deck, so you know, that's what happens. But yes, that is the Queens. I just wanted to make sure because I didn't want to say it was sometimes, and the reason why I have is sometimes other or tarot decks use the Messenger as a Knight, so I wanted to make sure. Okay, so I'm like, how do I go? And we're going to clarify, but we have the Messenger of Abundance, so it just kind of means that you are already abundant. There's a lot of fertility, with the Pentacles being there. It's just like the abundance is more of material nature as well, but the Messenger of Thoughts, it's sort of like you are, okay. I wanted to explain it in the best way. So I think right now your angels are saying that you being independent, being by yourself, is actually not like there's great learning to be had here. There's a happiness here with this right now. So I guess if you're like feeling bad about maybe not being with somebody or like thinking that you're missing out right now, your angels aren't. They're wanting you to focus on this enjoying the independence, enjoying the single life, if you will, because this is what it is. Like, look, she's swinging, she's just having fun, and look, it even says life is wonderful. And I'll read all the messages, but I want to say, and there is a great happiness here, like there is meant to be. So instead of like thinking, oh no, there's something missing, instead kind of finding the joy in that you do have. With the two queens here, it just makes me feel like you're good. The Cups energy is not really here, so that's an interesting thing, but we do have a lot of Pentacles, but we also have the Queen of Thoughts. So the Queen of Thought is the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords can be, a little harsh with how she says things. But for me, it's more about like being honest with yourself, being truthful with yourself. That's what I'm saying, like being truthful. in terms of like, maybe it's okay to be single. It's okay to be where you are right now. And recognizing also what has led to this, right? So maybe your standards are a little high. You know, maybe you're just not going to settle for something. That's not a bad thing. I don't know. Like, this to me is a very positive thing. We are going to clarify more things, as I said. Now, the Queen of Abundance, or Queen of Pentacles, is also like, she's very well grounded. She is, again, abundant, but she's kind of, she knows she has well-being. Like, it really correlates with this like positive recognition. She has that positive recognition, and she's kind of, yeah, she is career focused. So it's like career focus, and very independent. So maybe that is something there. Oh, do I want to read that first? I actually want to clarify. Okay, no, let's read what those little things, because I do sometimes like to read the messages that it says here. Let's start with this one, and then we'll clarify. So here we go. Wonderful news regarding your career. A new job, promotion, or acceptance into excellent schools coming to your life. You might feel ready to do something that's challenging and fulfilling. This situation may involve someone who's fun to be around and sometimes mischievous. This person, who may be you, is youthful, optimistic, and very clever. Oh, I love that. So there is that sense. So maybe that is somebody coming in here, but it really feels to me that's your energy, and so is this one as well. Recognition. Congratulations, your plans have worked out perfectly. Now it's time for you to shine. Brilliant new ideas will present themselves to you, and success is all but assured. Express yourself openly and honestly, knowing that those surrounding you are trustworthy. Be open to unexpected opportunities. Oh, I love this, because this is actually saying express yourself openly and honestly, and that's really the Queen of Swords does that, sometimes to a fault. Sometimes she phrases things not in the way that everybody likes it. So, a new topic or intellectual project is really exciting for you. There's much to learn before you feel ready to move forward. New information may require changes to your plans. Review all documents carefully. You know you will meet or are someone who loves to learn and shape knowledge. This person is brilliant, truthful, but also blunt and not very diplomatic. And that's, I think, all those qualities of you. Look how beautiful your qualities are. Like, that's pretty awesome. I love that. A Nine of Abundance. Life is wonderful. Your hard work and dedication to your dreams will provide you with great peace and contentment. Take time to enjoy quiet moments of reflection and leisure. Feel free to buy yourself small luxurious gifts. You've earned the financial security and independence you are now enjoying. Look at that. Ain't that beautiful? So it's basically saying, yes, do enjoy this. But like I said, we're going to clarify. Because everything, like, there's always a thing to it. Oh, wow, look at that. The Nine of Keys, which is the Nine of Pentacles, is clarifying. So yeah, really enjoy that. And look, the swing set's there again. It's like, it just feels like where you are right now is like, really enjoy that independence. If you're single, enjoy that being single. If wherever you are, it's meant for you to enjoy it right now. Let's actually continue on. Let's see, what is this Messenger of Thought or Queen of Swords here? What is this Messenger of Thought and Queen of Swords in here? Master of Hearts. Oh, look at that. Okay. What is this Sun doing here? What is the Sun doing here? Okay, 9. Okay. Oof, we have that one. Looks like, let's see, what is this Queen of Pentacles and Messenger of Pentacles doing here? Okay, here we go. Oh, wow. Look at that. Alrighty. Wow. I'm just like kind of shocked here. Okay, so these are all, I'm not even going to be able to fit. So yeah, so we have this. Enjoy where you are now, like this enjoying thing. It feels to me with this Messenger of Thoughts and the King of Hearts. Now, saying the truth and being honest, but also recognizing now, and for some of you, there might be like somebody coming in here, and this is actually telling me a different story, but I want to do, like, there's 2 different stories here. So we have that, but this is a message that all of you can get. So it's also being honest with yourself and being truthful with yourself and expressing your truth, but you also have to be aware of your emotions, right? The King of Cups is actually quite emotional. Like, look at this, it's even deep in the water, deep in emotions. So some part of you like, part of the truth of being you is that we have to recognize your emotions, recognize your feelings, recognize this. And now this is interesting, because I feel like after this 5 of Keys or 5 of Pentacles, we have like being clarified with the Sun. So, and there's 2 things here. So maybe some of you had a breakup, and this is like feeling shut out, feeling that abandonment. And if this is the breakup, they might be with this person here, with the very deep feeling person here. They had feelings for you, very deep. So, but anyways, the 5 of Pentacles. So you're feeling left out in the dark, but or abandoned here. But what I want to say here is also that there is another, for another part of you, is like there is a need for, if you're feeling this, really, the 5 of Pentacles, you have the key to open that door. It's actually asking for help. It's also expressing the truth of your emotions as well. Like, here is letting the emotions, because this is a person who is controlling, very controlling of their emotions, kind of like in their thoughts, not really paying attention to emotions, but there is deep emotions here. And if you can, you have the key for this, so you can open this door with the asking for help, with the telling of, like, with expressing here. And if you do, then there is that Sun. You have that recognition, you have that joy that you've been wanting for. Now, this is where it's like very interesting, because it's like, this is sort of telling me a very interesting story. So we do have this. So this is you feeling very well grounded. But there is here, you have this Seven of Swords. So it says like there's sneaking, there's something that you're hiding from yourself. And in hiding from yourself, there is a hollow victory. Now this is telling me, the Keeper of Arrows is again telling me about this sword energy, the Queen of Swords again. So there is, I almost feel like you ignoring your emotions is hurting you. You masking your emotions is hurting you. But if you can, like, be honest, and I feel like with your emotions, be honest with your feelings, and possibly be honest with this person, and not in a way where you have all your defenses up, because the queen of Arrows or Queen of Swords does sometimes have that. Like, she can have that sword and she can hurt others because that's her way of defending herself. Now, so not coming from that place, because that isn't the groundingness that you want. It is actually like you're pretending to be this, right? And you have all this in the background. You have like hiding yourself, putting up your defenses so people are not allowed to come in. And then here's the kicker. Then you say, why are people abandoning me? Why are people closing the door on me? Why are the relationships not working? Well, though the relationships are not working, is because you have the 5 of Swords up. You have this, and you're also lying. Like, you're not lying, but you are trying to protect yourself to the point where you don't let people in. You don't let those emotions in. You're just kind of like, how do I say this? You don't really allow yourself to expose. You don't really show that. Instead of like saying, hey, like an honest conversation, you have maybe sarcasm. You use sarcasm, or you use biting remarks. Like, I love the Queen of Swords, but sometimes we use the words, we use our words, we know how to hurt someone, and we do it because we're afraid that they're going to hurt us, right? And that's something here that's like, for some of you, not for all of you, but that feels like this is a story that's being told here. We feel really strongly, right? We feel really deeply for someone, but we're so scared of it. We are so unbelievably scared because there is no control in that, in how the person, like, we can't control how the other person feels. So we already have our defenses up. We're already we're ready. We have that sword just in case if they say something, we poke them beforehand, right? And then we're hiding this. We're hiding I really do feel like there's a nurturing, caring self here that we're hiding. We hide her behind tough remarks, being tough. We have this sense, and it's not helping. So when then, like I said, then we're like, why are we left out, abandoned here? Why are things not working out with us? Because we're not open. Because it is. If we're not open, and people can feel it. You know, I can feel it when somebody has their walls up. I can feel it when I have my walls up. I can feel when I say something that hurts someone because I'm scared of really letting them in. I know all these things. You know all these things too. And so you'll know if this is true for you or not. But that's okay. That's something for you to work on. It's saying, right now, enjoy this independence though. Enjoy this what you've accomplished. And if it's not what you want, then know how to change it. You again have the keys. You have the ability to unlock this door and be happy with the sun. Wow. I didn't know that it was going to be like this, because I was thinking, I'm like, this is going to be a quick reading. Didn't want to get too into it, but let's move on, right? Let's go see what other stuff we have. I love this. Express your love, right? So we go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Yeah, we have to express this. If we're feeling, we have to express our feelings, right? Even here, I'm going to say something too. If you're afraid of love, if you're afraid of really letting people in, let the other person know. I'm saying, I'm like, I've been hurt in the past, so it's going to take me a little bit of time, right? I be honest all the way. And it's like, so if I accidentally, jab you with my sword, it is, please do not take it personal. It is just my way of defending myself. Like, those are my walls here. And codependency. So addictions are affecting your romantic life. So maybe we are codependent in the past, but I feel like in this case, I actually feel like your codependencies is more like, oh, wow, okay. It might be you have an ideal. You have this ideal set of how, and I'm not saying your standards are wrong, no, but your ideal how things are supposed to be. We have movies that we play in our heads of how we think things are supposed to be, how a person is supposed to be, and sometimes they don't live up to that. There's a codependency. I know it's like strange, but it just feels like there's an addiction to how love is supposed to play out. Love is kind of messy. And relationships are messy. There's no like I know that we have like all these movies and shows and everything that just goes kind of smoothly, or if there's little hiccups, but it's not. It's a lot more than that, because we are a true connection is of two souls meeting, and it's so intense because we have the past from each other and then kind of colliding. I always think of it as like two potions meeting together, and there's chemistry that does, and there's certain things that happen. So realistically thinking about love here, and see what other stuff we consider. So reconsider where this decision is leading. So for me, this is like letting you, what is your decision of like, your decision of always having those walls up? Like, I really do think that there's a great fear for you here. You're trying to control a situation. You're trying to control love. You're trying to control it. And let me just tell you, people and love are not to be controlled. Emotions are kind of not controllable. I mean, how you react to them, yes, but so reconsider. Are you trying to control, or are you just gonna are you gonna allow real love in, right? So love is on its way, but are you willing to accept it? Are you willing to make that, I would say, effort of bringing down some of those walls and just trying, and stop trying to mask yourself here? Like, can you really show your true self? Let's see. So independence. Here we go. Your angels are reminding you to depend on yourself and stand up for yourself and do the right thing. right? There is a lot of independence, and if you're happy there, then that's fine. But there is also another thing saying here. It's like, yes, you can stand up for yourself. I'm not saying not to have your like I said, you have what you want from a relationship, right? But understanding about something, doing the right thing is not hiding. It's not putting a mask there and putting up all these Five of Swords energies, being witty. Would you like somebody to say biting remarks? It's like thinking about this. Would you like to say something, like, would you like to be that? If you would be like sarcastic, would you like somebody to be sarcastic, right? Instead of actually showing emotions, instead of actually expressing themselves really in truth, would you rather them just kind of be witty or like say biting remarks as a way to defend themselves? You wouldn't like that. So being honest, doing the right thing in terms of you, in terms of them, and health. Here we go. You are being nudged to commit to improving your overall well-being. Consider healthier habits. Doing so will avoid future consequences. And again, we have this. It's like there is some sort of codependency here. Making the correct, like, healthy choices. What does that mean for you? I don't know, because everybody has a different thing. Right? We all have different, I would like to say, we all have different poisons that we like to drink every so often. So what is yours? And is that really helping you? Again, is it aligning with you? Are you considering, where is this decision leading? Is this codependency correct? Is it good for you? Those are all questions. And I love that your angels are actually not telling you. They're not telling you, they're suggesting. Let's do a yes or no question in terms of yes. Okay. Let's do yes or no questions, or like we'll do that and I'll use this little guy. So what is the collective answer for the question of group 1? Okay. Listen to your intuition. I'll ask it. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Can you clarify the answer for the collective of group 1 a little bit further? And meditation brings answers. Okay, so there you go. Meditation brings answers. So I wasn't going to make this a long reading. I'm sorry. Sometimes I just get so inspired by this. I hope this reading helps. I hope it answers some of your questions about, like, especially about love, like messages and help and guidance. I think the angels have very, like, they really love you, always. And so this is like, I think that's kind of telling us. All right. So with that, if you did like this reading, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. I am sending you so much love, so much light, so much healing and beautiful, happy love energy. Until I see you in the next one. Bye-bye, group 1. Hello, group 2. I hope you're having a great day. Let's find out what love, guidance, and messages your angels have for you. So they've been actually, like, I was looking at the group 1, and I think they've been on quite nicely. So let's see what yours says. Okay, so Ace of Action. We have the Messenger of Action, which is actually the Queen of Wands. We have Ace of Abundance, and then we have Celebration to Start, and so healing. Okay. Whew. So we have 2 aces. So I'm seeing lots of new beginnings for you. New beginning with passion. Really, I think kind of focusing yourself in terms of your passion and creativity. But there is also a calling here for this celebration. It's actually the start for healing as well. So I feel like there's some sort of offer coming your way, or maybe possibly 2 offers. Now, it is really up to you if you get to decide. We're actually going to clarify this, because even though this is really wonderful, the messages was a lot clearer after I clarified for group 1. So I'm going to read what it says here, and you're going to try to listen to what I try to pull out what I really like from them, and I kind of get this, but I also, like, that's where we clarify. So hopefully it does make sense to you. Let's start with this. So Ace of Pentacles. So it's some sort of like offering. Since this is about love, I'm like holding on to it, but since this is all about love, I would say, like, yeah, some sort of offer is being offered. Like somebody's going to, like, offer you something This is actually action. So I feel like you are being offered like passion, or maybe something a little bit more long lasting. So I feel like that's the in between here. So let's go ahead. This cherub is heralding a time of wonderful new opportunities related to your creativity, career, or pursuing your dreams. This is a card of action, and if you've been procrastinating, it's time to get really busy. It is also a great time to start new business. Have confidence in your ability. So it is the action here. So it is taking action in our creativity coming through here. But what I really kind of have, it kind of says to me, is the confidence. That word really called out to me. So here is this. So we have, you are more, I would say, so maybe for some of you, but I feel this is your energy. Because I was going to say, maybe for some of you, there is somebody who's very attractive that's going to come into here, brings a lot of passion, brings a lot of excitement into your life. But for me, that is you actually. You bring a lot of excitement. You have a lot of passion. You are quite something. I feel like you're very attractive in the best way possible. Something new and exciting related to creativity of your career comes to your attention. You feel eagerness to learn. You're ready to get going, although you may feel insecure. Do it anyway. This card represents someone in your life, or maybe you, who is creative, enthusiastic, and fascinated by life, and who wants to try everything. Yeah, look at that. There is a sense here of like saying that, yes, have the confidence to, I almost feel like, not always, but for whoever this resonates, to actually be the one who initiates. You have a lot, even if it's a little scary, because I feel like there is going to be a great reward. So I like the start. This is, I do love when I like. It's very strange to have words here with tarot, but it's actually kind of good because it allows me to have both. So this tarot brings wonderful news. A windfall, resources come your way to help you with your plans. These resources may involve money, advice, or assistance in getting things done. It's a good time to start a new venture, change careers, or go into business for yourself. This may be an important context and make contracts to sign. So what I'm seeing here is that it's actually, sorry, there's so much noise. I kind of want to say, like, there's this opportunity coming your way. This is like your opportunity coming forth. And that comes from here, from this action that you're taking, from possibly being the one who offers that ace, that passion. Being yourself is actually a message that I'm very clearly hearing. Being yourself, really being that self there. I almost feel like you always try to hide that light of yours, but actually I almost feel like bringing it up, like show your light. It's okay. So with the star, it's all about healing too. But look, here it's about celebration. Let's see, like connecting. I almost feel like angels are a little bit conspiring to bring you your happiness. This is a wonderful time in your life. Difficulties fall away, and the light at the end of the tunnel is a star you can wish upon. The timing is right to make long-term plans for your joyful future. Have faith that things are going to turn out beautifully. Oh, I love that. That is, I think, the key. Have faith that things are going to work out beautifully here. And so that's in like terms of love. Here we go. Let's see. Let's actually see. Let's clarify this though. Ace of Action. Why is this Ace of Wands or Ace of Action doing here? Okay, that one wants to come. Oh, look at that. Love coming through. So there's potential with the 10 of Hearts, the 10 of Cups. So I do like this. It goes from this passion to something very fulfilling, to joy. And there's joy coming through here. So this is, that passion, it can lead to great things. There's a movements here. So like, what is this Messenger of Action or Queen of Wands doing here? Financial security, again, the 10. Looking from Ace to 10. So that is the stability that you want. Okay, why is this Ace of Abundance or Ace of Pentacles doing here? What is this? Okay, Three of Flames. That is planning. Oh wow, there is a lot of saying that there was planning here. It also said something. Make long-term plans. Yep, that needs to come through. Okay, let's see, what is this Celebration of Star doing here? What is the Celebration of Star doing here? Four of Hearts or Boredom. Okay, so I do love when we clarify, because it is this. All right. Sorry. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is, put this Four of things, and this is like boredom, but it's also like when an offer is being offered but we don't see it. I think it's almost like saying, because I do want to say that it's almost like we here is not noticing that there is that light at the end of the tunnel, which is that, like that star. It's instead of like focusing on optimism, being kind of apathetic, having apathy here. So there is some almost like a warning here in terms of like that the rain is going to stop, but you have to be aware of it. You have to be ready for it. It almost feels like you're shielding yourself here as well. So what I'm seeing here is that there is opportunities before you, but you have to be open your heart and almost open your eyes to those opportunities. There is, I feel like this for me is a wishing star coming. Your wish is going to come true. But if you're having this apathy where you're not noticing, where you're kind of like, bah, then you might miss out on it. And that's important here because, look, you have two different kinds of offers, and each one is very important. Now, I really do say this. I do like this because this passion, this creativity, this, if you are willing to, move forward, and I do feel like this is telling us to take action about love, like take that action. It can lead to this the 10 of cups, this fulfillment, this joy that you've been wanting, but you have to take the action. I really feel like you have to take the initiative in this, which is interesting. But, right, you take that action, you take that beginning, you take it, but then you also are having to be willing to, yes, do the planning, decide here what it is. There is a sense of waiting, but while you're waiting for this offer that's coming, planning, rather than being in the state of waiting, you're like, I've been waiting for so long, and you have apathy about it. If you're in that state, you will not see the star. You will not see that wishing star. You will not see this offer, this Ace of Pentacles coming your way. And it is a very beautiful offer. Now, like I said, there is, to me, this is the beautiful thing about you. There's this like light about you. You just have this like creativity, enthusiasm. You just have a zest for life is what I'm seeing here. But maybe you've been blocking it, because I do feel like that candle is being blocked. You're trying to like hide it. No, it is time for you to show it. It is also maybe time to if this is maybe your desire that you've been blocking, you've been like, no, I don't really want it. Accept that this may be what you want. Maybe you want family. You want this financial security. You want this. 10 of Keys is all about family. Maybe you want that stability. Maybe you've been, you've been doing other things where you're like, okay, you've been just having fun and not taking things seriously. But maybe in your heart of hearts here, your light there, your wish, that star that you want the family. You want this real connection. You want something deep. And if that is the case, you need to start taking action for it. And you need to start, if you're waiting, planning for it. Like, what steps can I take? And then releasing this apathy and accepting the offers that are being offered to you. Wow. I don't know. There's something quite strong about this. Let's see what other things is coming through. So maybe, look, past life relationship. So you have known each other before, so maybe a past life is coming through. Like, so maybe you've had an ex that's coming back here. I'm not saying that it is, but it could be. And then there's chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And it is that there is a strong chemistry here. You are, like I said, I almost feel like you have the flame that, brings a whole bunch of moths. But there's one particular one that is for you. And it might be from somebody from your past that comes in here, and who just have chemistry coming through. And you can see there. Let's see what other stuff. So growth starts from within. So that decision, if you want that family, if you want this, like a real substantial relationship or love, that comes from within. You have to make that decision first and be willing to take action on it, right? What action is it? Almost feels like, first of all, like planning for it, like be willing to be open, be willing to see it, rather than being this sense of like, oh, it almost feels like maybe this person, maybe somebody who you're like, like not, you're not excited about things. But if you go into like, maybe if you have dates, or maybe it's a relationship you've already had, right? Like you're in, and you're like, oh, it's losing some of its spark. That's not on the other person, that's on you. How do you, like, that growth, bring that spark back into life? How do you bring that chemistry? Because there was a reason why you're connected to this person. And if it's something else, it's like, if you're going out on dates, right? If you're single and you're going out on dates, if you're just like you're not willing to really get to know the person, if you're just in the state of boredom, then things can't like just naturally happen. You just, like, get to know the person, get to actually, like, it comes from you. You have the power in here, is what I'm seeing here. And peace. So peace comes after chaos. So maybe there's been a lot of chaos in your life. I almost feel like the peace is like, after, like, maybe you have a whole bunch of really intense relationships, and that's how you view this, like, but now there's something else that's calling you. You want the stability, you don't want the crazy drama, you want the happiness. So allow this. So it comes, but it has to be a decision that comes from you. You have the power here. Let's see what our other angels card says here. Okay, so belief. Your angels are encouraging belief in you. Consider mastering your strength, willpower, and confidence. And I feel like this is believing in here. It's also letting me know, the star. Do you believe in this? Do you believe that you can have the thing, the stability, the love that you want? If you don't believe it, like, even if you have it, you're not gonna acknowledge it. You're gonna be in that Four of Cups energy. Let's see what other sign. Discernment. So here we go. Your angels are helping you with understanding and comprehending your abilities. Comprehension. Your abilities are improving. You are being acknowledged for them. And discernment is coming through here as well. For me, as a thing here as well, is what is really real and what is not. Like, and by that I mean, it's like, is it just passion, like, or do you want something more? Is it just, it's a discernment you have. Like, I really just, for me, it's like, you hold the power, because I do feel like there's options for you in terms of, like, if you're already in a relationship and it's kind of sizzling out, you have the ability to spark the things. You have to connect to the things, the chemistry of why you like this person to begin with. What was the interest in here? You have that ability. But if you're apathetic, no, you can't really do that. And if it's something new, if it's something there, it's like, it's like, can you really, like, discern what you want? Like, what is it that you really, really want? I feel like you're blocking some sort of a desire here. That to me, the hand over the candle is like, no, you're blocking really showing what you really want, showing yourself, maybe showing what your true desires are. And I really do feel like it's stability, it's the family, it's like something that's real and something special. But you have to be honest, and that's the discernment coming through here for you. Let's see what questions you have and that we can answer. So think of the question that you have, and we'll see what is the answer for the collective of group two's answer. What is the answer? Group two's question. What is the answer for the collective of group two's question? Okay. In the near future, and look for signs. Okay, that's beautiful. Yeah. So it's in the near future, whatever it is. But you have to look for the signs. And for me, it's like a little bit of chemistry there. There's just some sparks that are coming through. I hope you liked this reading, and if you did, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. It's like it's really just suggestions. These are all just messages from the angels that are like suggestions of about things. I hope they do make sense, because I'm like, it's hard to read for a whole bunch of people, but I hope that the messages that resonate, you take them, and whatever doesn't, just leave it, because it might be for somebody else. Thank you so much. And if you actually do want a specific reading for you, there's like, you can find out the information about personal readings. I have different types of, like, like for all sorts of budgets. I always try to make everything that I create accessible for everybody as much as I can. So thank you so much, and I am sending you so much love, so much light, so much happiness, and so much sexy and happy times. Have a great day. Bye bye, group 2. Hello, group 3. I am so happy that you are here. Sorry, it's a little kind of crazy here. But let's find out what it is all about, what guidance your angels have for you in terms of love. And this has been actually quite fun lately, because there's like they're kind of, I think they have really good messages, so hopefully you'll like them as well. So we have the Lover, so it could be a choice, right? There's a choice here, there's a wish fulfillment coming true here. There's a set need for planning, and then there is, I like this, there's a progression here. Need for planning, and then if we plan, then we get this that we've been desiring. So choice. We're going to clarify everything, and before we clarify, I read the little things, get what we draw, what we want out of this. It's very interesting, because tarot having like little messages, sort of new to me. So here we go. 3 of action. Things are working out beautifully, except the focus is not beautiful. Things are working out beautifully. Now that your ship has come in, it is time to decide where your next big project will be. You may choose to continue to build upon your success or move on to something entirely different. Be willing to travel if necessary. Oh, I like this. Now, it's almost like that may be the choice. Do you want to stay where you are, or do you want to move on to something else? That's an interesting thing. Let's look at this, which is the 9 of Emotions and 9 of Cups. This is a magical time in your life when your wishes are granted and dreams come true. It may seem that good luck is following you, but actually these happy times were you just rewarded for being the loving, wonderful person. Your angels are asking you to enjoy your life and have fun. Oh my goodness, I love this. Look at that. And now we have this 4 of actions. So I do feel like this wish fulfillment, you have done the work. It's what I'm saying. You've done the work, and so there's why this wish fulfillment is coming through here. Now, 4 of action. Your hard work and sincere efforts have lead you to a sense of safety, contentment, and financial security. You deserve to take a break and enjoy the magnificent life you've created. It may be time to celebrate a wonderful event, such an engagement, a wedding, or buying a new home, or the birth of a child. I love this. So maybe for some of you, you're actually getting engaged. For some of you, maybe a child is coming through. This is a very happy time for you. Let's look at the Lover's energy here. So allow love to grow and bloom all around you. You waited for this emotionally fulfilling experience for such a long time, and now the time has come. Make your choices by listening to your heart and then following the steps you're guided to take. Joy will lead you into a vibrant, healthy life. See, it's like the choices that we do have, and I feel like it keeps telling you, it's time to decide what your next big project will be. Wow, like wish fulfillment all around. Very lovely. I actually love this energy. I almost don't want to clarify because it's so beautiful, but I always do feel like clarifying will help me, and in the clarification is where I'm actually seeing most of the guidance coming through. So let's see what this 3 of action or 3 of wands is coming through here for you. So yeah, look at that. You have that financial security. It's the family. It feels like family. This is what you've been wanting, and you've been working your way to it, making plans for it. Let's see what's the 9 of Cups doing here, and 9 of things. Waiting. So funny. This one keeps and look, it's actually saying the same thing. The 3 of Flames, the 3 of Wands is coming through here. Let's see, what is this 4 of action, 4 of wands doing here? What is this 4 of action, 4 of wands doing here? What is this 4 of actions doing here? Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love it. 2 of hearts, 2 of cups. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love this so much. What is this lovers or this? Oh yeah, 6. What are the lovers doing here? 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 The lovers doing here. Seeker of flames and 2 of arrows. Again, decisions need to be made. Okay. Oh, I don't know. This is the loveliest reading ever. I'm sorry, it's just so beautiful. It just makes me like, wow. Okay. Well, so three of wands is very important. So that's the time when we actually do build the planning, when we have the planning, we've made the decision. And I feel like that's what we're reading here. I think you need to make a decision, because the arrow, the two of arrows, is coming forth here. And what it's trying to say here with this making the decision, yes, let it be from your heart. The seeker of flames is actually the knight of wands. So it's like, let that love come through, and like let that be all about coming from your passion, from your creativity. Like, let it be, make that choice, and then let it go. Like, make the choice, but don't dwell on it. Make that decision and then start planning for it. It's almost as if you want it. So how do I want to say this in love? Well, there is a sense of opening your heart. So I think it's almost like learning to trust. Let's trust yourself and this passion that's leading you. I almost feel like there's a message here too of like desire coming through here. Can you trust, like release that aim? It almost feels like, and it opening your heart, because I feel like all this, it comes from that choice of opening your heart, if possibly letting somebody in, letting something in. Or maybe you're worried about, although there's nowhere here, it's like, is it going to happen? Love is on its way. And if you're already in a relationship, I feel like it's blossoming even more. There's something better, like it's like, it could be marriage, it could be like starting your family, and it does feel like that's what you're having here. This is, to me, like your wish fulfillment is this. But look at this, I do like this. So it's 4 of action. So we do have this celebrating. It's time for celebration. It's time for you to, like, you've worked for this. And I do want you to see the work for me here, and this is the 2 of Cups, is the partnership, right? It's letting, and in here again, it's the same kind of thing. It's look, the 2 hands being held together, from 2 to 4. Okay, I really, like, you have no idea how beautiful this reading is. So it is a partnership. It's willing to let somebody in here, having this, a sense of like, you don't decide. It's not one person, but it's the connection here. Making the session, working on it together. And that's an important thing, because a lot of times we forget that relationships require 2 people. Love requires 2 people. And it has to be sort of like equal. And now sometimes we're like, oh, this person is not giving. I'm always, how do I say this? But when I look at something, whenever we, and this is not for you, but I just want to say that whenever we tend to say, oh, this person isn't giving me this, or this person isn't, or like this is not, like there's an uneven of giving and receiving. It's yes, it might be the other person, but it's also a part of us as well. If you've been with somebody for a while, you're like, oh, things are like kind of the same, right? But it's actually, we have to make this. We have to take the action, and that's something here that's saying you have to take the action to this. It's something, relationships and love is something you have to work on. It isn't something, it's you holding on to somebody. And you have this very happy kind of things. But again, why I'm saying that you have to work on it, it really, to me, is this planning, this 3 of Wands energy. The ship has come in, but now you make the decision. Do you keep working on it, or do you just kind of like, do you oh, I got that better. We tend the flowers, right? If we don't tend the flowers, they kind of die, right? If we don't tend the garden, it kind of, wilts on it, and we let it go to despair. This array, it goes crazy, like the garden can things start to grow, or like some things die here. So it is really up to you. You make that decision, let that heart in. There has to be a partnership, but in that partnership, it's both work. But I do feel like overall there is so much love here. This is what the message is. There is so much potential for love. You have the power here, and it's your decision. You make the decision. You have to make this decision, and nobody else can do it for you. But do it from a sense of, from your heart space, not from your mind. So hopefully that makes sense. Let's continue on. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be like, oh, like preaching. Okay, so religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing, spiritual path. I feel like spiritual path is important. I don't think it's blocking it. I actually think it's something that's good. Let your friends help you. So ask for and accept support from others. Yes. Do you see this? It's when you ask and receive. There's a sense of give and take care. There's like that's the hand holding. It's you're in it together. Oh, I like that a lot. So beauty. Archangel Josephia. And that to me is like the heart chakra. It's your heart chakra opening. It is beauty in there. Accepting the beauty of another person, accepting your own beauty. It's like the beauty of this connection. It's like that. Duality. There are two sides to everything. There is, and again, it's this sense of duality. There's a sense of working on together, seeing things to a different way as well. It's always important because sometimes we think that we see things in our way, but we don't see the way of like our partner or or the person we're dating. How do we see it? Can we see it through their eyes? Can we see it? It takes, again, like I said, like love and relationships takes two people to do that, and and that's two different energies coming together to form one beautiful energy, and that's that energy of a relationship. So finances here. Let's see. So finance. Oh, but it's the heart chakra for me. Again, it's like hopeful here. But finances are improving up. Financial improvements up ahead. Your angels are asking you to work smarter with consistency, diligence, balance, and rest. Do you see? But it to me, it seems like what I'm noticing is like it takes action. Don't just like take it for granted that this partnership, this love, this thing that you've been wanting, like you have this wish fulfillment, but now what's the next action? How do we keep it going? How do we tend to our garden of love, of a relationship? How do we do that? And then we have healing coming through here. Oh, look at that. Your angels are helping you with healing broken relationships, moment, and you will find closure. Look at that. I feel like to me that healing is actually like a going up, a leveling up. Because I really feel like this is such a beautiful energy. Like this connection of love is just, if you don't know it, love is all around you. I feel like love will kind of surprise you almost. Like this wish fulfillment. If you've been looking for love, boom, it's happening. If you've been waiting for that next step in your relationship, it's coming. If you've been waiting for that, for the little buddy to come and join you in the world, it's coming. But you have to it's like it's a never ending, like kind of like work into it. But it's not a bad, it's an ever ending tending to this beautiful love, to this garden, to this family, to whatever it is that it is. You have to tend it. If you're single, there's going to be love being offered to you. Are you willing to open your heart? Or are you too scared to? It's really there. It's there. You have, again, like the power. It's coming through here. Let's go ahead and do a yes or no question. So think of a question of yes or no, and we will answer it for you for the collective of group three's question. What is the answer for the collective of group three's question? What is the answer for the collective of group three's question? Recovery, so healing. Maybe if you've had past hurts, this is now the time to heal and move on to new things, because new love is coming. Let yourself have this. I feel like you're ready. It's to me, it's like you have to go ahead for this. So let's see one more. What is the answer for the collective of group three's question? What is the answer for the collective of group three? It's like it's unlikely within the next few weeks. But for me, what it's saying to me is telling us that it takes time. Like whatever it is, this wish fulfillment is coming, but you're going to have to keep tending to it. And again, it says yes with this duality. Like again, there's a need for this balance here, a duality of giving and receiving. Oof, I do like this. I hope you like this reading. I hope it makes sense. I'm like, when I read it, I don't even know if it's going to make sense to somebody or if it's just all like, oh, I'm there. But do please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. There is so much beautiful energy. I always love doing angel readings because their energy is so beautiful, so uplifting, so gently nudging you the right way. So I hope you feel that about it. I hope you just feel this healing energy because I feel it here. And I'm sending it to you. So I'm sending you lots of love, lots of light, lots of happiness, lots of wish fulfillment coming through. And yeah, if you did like it, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I appreciate you being here. Thank you. Thank you so much. Until I see you in the next one. Bye-bye, my dear friends.